Welcome back, everybody. This is our second podcast, and we've got a few friends here with us.
Hi friends.
Hello.
So we've got, say your names.
I'm Cooper Lytle.
Tyler Hertwig.
EJ Dwyer.
Great. And what's your relationship to the Bros Dudes friends?
to BDF.
I guess I would say I'm friends with Jonah and Kyle.
I would say I'm bros with Kyle and Jonah.
We're acquaintances.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
dudes.
marks off the criteria to be on. So
Yeah.
I
you
would
guys
say
are
so.
good.
So, well, let's get right to it. Hello, everybody. My name's Jonah Hartman,
And my name is Kyle Worrell.
and this
Is BDF.
Welcome to the suite, guys. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's warm in here, but it's
Yeah,
nice.
it's hot.
I like the
nice.
neutral colors, the little blue accents.
The table's way bigger than it looks in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a pretty big table. I'm so far from Jonah.
I know. So for everyone that's listening who doesn't know who these people are, they are our bros. They are our dudes. They are our friends. BDF. There you go. But besides that, they actually sent us a lengthy email, a couple pages of why they thought they should be on the podcast. Several times over the past year or so.
Yeah.
And we have had to decline them because we just
Cap.
but no, I'm kidding.
my
These are our
mom
friends from
double-check
school. Surprisingly, they are not anything related to COPA, any of the performing arts majors. in Point
Yeah,
Park.
kind of weird, right? Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's fun. Let's go down the line. We'll start with you, Cooper. And I want to know, what's your major at school? Give me, your status, the details. What are you doing at Point Park?
So I do business management with a focus in entrepreneurship.
Ooh, businessman.
Also on the track team, along with Jonah.
What do you
And
do? What's
I'm
your...
a thrower, so I do the shot put, the discus, not the javelin though. I
Not
feel
the
like
javelin.
everybody throws jav, but me. Everybody in Jonah's family was just yeah, I throw javelin. That was it. Everybody threw jav in high school, I guess.
It's funny. Well, yeah, I'm the same major, and I'm also on the track and field team. I'm a high jumper and sprinter.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't look like you a thrower.
Telling that.
I'm EJ, multimedia major, and I take photos for the track team and every other Point Park team.
Oh, okay. Cool. So we have a
Big photo guy.
we have a good
Yeah,
Point Park track and field association
yeah,
here.
that's pretty good.
With
Student athlete
everyone.
When are you going
population.
to join track and field, Kyle?
I want to Okay, here's what I want to do. I'm
Let's get a petition.
We'll consider this my formal application to be the Point Park track and field team water boy. I'll do anything. I'm great to have around for morale. I'll get some water and I'll toss in a fun little quip for you.
This is the
And
petition.
then a good little spank
This is
and
the
send you back
petition
out
to
on
not
the-
have Kyle be
Yeah,
the
it's
track
Kyle
and
No,
field
Field
I
water
want to
boy.
do it.
Water
Let me do it. I
I'll be
want
the
to be
next Adam
included.
Sandler. It's fine.
I want to be
Yeah.
included. I'll be a cheerleader. I'll be a mascot. I'll be.
Get
We
Kyle
could
some
use a
pom-poms.
cheerleader. I guess we'll think about it. We'll think about it and get back to you.
Thank you. That's all I ask. Just consider me, please.
But so Cooper, you were talking about my family. So this past weekend, Cooper actually met pretty much my entire family, everyone, including my grandmother, including my grandfather.
Family
The only
friends.
person that he didn't meet was my aunts and uncles and my Nana. Shout out Nana.
Shout out
Nana.
Nana.
Don't know Nana.
Cooper, you missed
Heard
out.
great
You
things.
met his
Yeah,
family
Heard
that
great
soon?
things. I was telling him I was nervous.
Why?
Because meeting anybody's parents was just scary.
I think that's honestly true though. It doesn't matter if it's if significant other or it's just your friend. Anytime you're
true.
meeting a parent, it's
especially since we're in college. I mean, we kind of got to know each other aside from our parents.
Yeah.
So it's
That's what I was saying.
I've known you forever, and now I get to see who made you. What?
It's like I've known
crazy.
I've known for a year.
How did
To-
this come about?
What?
Meeting his parents that made him.
Yeah.
Seeing where he came from.
Did it? What
The
do you think?
roots. Where did it all
Did
go
it? Did it match up?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Would you say so?
I don't know. Just the atmosphere of your family makes sense. of like how you act or like why you act the way you act.
Why?
It's just funny.
Wait a minute. What?
Careful. Someone's watching.
Yeah.
In a good way, obviously.
Yeah. No, I mean, my family, shout out Yoder. We've had him on the
Shout
podcast
out.
before. End of Days. He actually wants to come back on with the whole everything happening in the world right now.
Oh yeah.
So
I
he
bet.
wants to,
He probably
you know.
he probably has some updates to his survival
His survival
plan.
bag or whatever it is. Yeah, not whatever
Is
it
it
is. I
survival
don't mean
plan?
to disrespect the survival bag.
What's in
Yoder.
this bag?
I mean, you would know if you listened to the episode. No. Oh, maybe.
Not off the top of my head right now.
No, anything essential.
It's
Like-
true. I'd put a tent. Maybe a gallon of milk, some cereal.
So
Milk?
milk.
You never
in-
know.
Yeah,
In
I
the
think
sky,
I
eat
know.
some
I think
Cereal's
I know
like
that.
an easy
Nah.
any time of the day
Yeah,
snack.
but you know how fast that's gonna go
Nah.
bad.
You can just always
And
eat
a
the
gallon
cereal.
of milk. Do you know how much room that's gonna take up?
Okay, but
Could
you
be
could
a
eat a lot
gallon
of
of
cereal.
water.
Okay, but like milk makes the bone strong.
I don't want strong
Yeah.
bones if
Strong
it's the end of
bones.
days.
I
I just want to
guess.
survive, man.
I
I
guess.
feel like you need strong bones.
I already got strong bones. They'll be
What you
cool.
think?
I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, Cooper came. Cooper came to on a ski trip with me this past weekend.
Did.
To Peak and Peak Resort in New York
Fun.
State. It was pretty fun. There was some natural snow. There was some fake snow from the machines.
Fake snow? What do you mean?
They make the fake snow with the machines and
Yeah.
blow it
Just
out.
like
How do
It's
they
just
make
like
it?
shoots water.
They
out like
how is
Oh,
snow
okay,
made?
okay.
Water that freezes.
yeah.
Right.
So
Like,
that's
I'm from
just-
Florida.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like,
oh yeah,
because I've seen the fake snow machines where it's just like soap,
that's true. Yeah,
We
well,
were just
yeah, that's, like,
snowboarding on
what's
soap.
worse.
like the bubbles. So I was like, how did they make snow? But it's real snow. It's
Yeah,
just
it's cold up there.
artificially made, I guess. Factory snow.
Yeah. Well, so we were up there, going up and down the lifts. We were doing some cool jumps, doing bunny hops and like.
Bunny hops.
Jonah took a couple tumbles.
I did take a couple.
Yeah, I'm curious. Any good wipeouts?
Oh my.
Yeah, there were some
Jonah?
pretty good wipeouts. So, shout out Ben, my brother.
Shout out
out
Ben.
Ben.
Without Ben.
Without Ben, this wipeout wouldn't be possible.
Yeah,
so,
thanks Ben.
so you know how in either a skate park or even like going down the mountain they have like the jumps and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they have rails, rails that you ride on or whatever,
Yeah.
and the jump that goes up to the rail, you can kind of go off the side of it if you don't want to go on the rail and you just want to do the jump. And so that's what Cooper and I were doing, along with my brother. He was getting a little into it, and so he decided to go on the jump, but like right when he got to it, he was like, "Nah, I don't really feel like it." And it wasn't like a bail; it was just like, "Nah, I don't want to." And so he just stopped and slowly slid off the side. And so I'm coming like almost full speed for what I was going for the jump. And you got to have some speed when you go off the jump, get some air, whatever.
Sure.
So I'm going towards where he was, and then he stops and then slides off to where I'm like, "Go, Benjamin!" And so I try and move out of the way, and the front end of my board doesn't move. Like I don't turn fast enough. And so instead of turning like to go around him, I turn like into the rail, and the tip of my board gets stuck underneath it, and I flip and I land on the rail.
Damn.
Like no control, like stuck, like dunk 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 dunk, boom. Like it was just, it hurt a lot.
like-
Yeah, it
metal,
sounds painful.
metal on me, and and then it was just like, then I went crazy. I started screaming at Ben.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Benjamin. I know I've apologized, but I was screaming. I was like, "You can't be doing that. You need to move off the one this way." I'm
Oh my
tumbling,
gosh.
tumbling.
His
I think-
wrath.
5 minutes before that, we were just talking about how bad it would hurt to go on the rail.
to go on the rail and hit the metal.
So it hurt so bad to fall on that rail. It's just solid metal. Next thing you know, I'd look over, I'd
And
see
I'm
Jonah
falling.
just tumbled on the one.
And then there was another one where the tail end of my snowboard hit the rail, and it was literally just a light tap. But shout out Chris Devlin, family friend of ours.
Shout out
He
Chris.
was skiing alongside us, going off the jumps, and he said he stopped because I hit the rail, and the first thing to hit the ground was my face. And he said he heard like my helmet like smack the ground, and he was like, "What the heck just happened?" And I like shot up, and I was like, "Whew!" I honestly just got the wind knocked out of me. Besides, like, I mean, my nose was a little sore, but not enough to like where it would have been broken.
Right.
This man over here, Cooper's was riding the entire time without a helmet,
Yes.
and I would have probably been concussed, 100%, 100%, because like it was, like I literally the back of my neck is sore because of my body flinging forwards and my head bouncing off the ground.
Shout out helmets.
Shout out helmets,
Yeah,
for
shout
real.
out the helmet.
And so every time Cooper wiped out crazy this one time, he was like sliding down the entire mountain from his wipeout.
Yeah, there was just ice, and I went to stop, and I literally just fell on my stomach, just sliding down this black diamond. It's like one of the steeper hills there. No control. I'm just on my stomach, like just trying to stop. I was like a penguin just going down.
I just didn't understand why he didn't have a helmet.
I
But
forgot
whatever,
my helmet.
you know, you do you.
Yeah, you do
Aesthetic
you.
purposes. Gotta look cool.
I'm interested. That sounds like a fun time. I wish I could have more experience in like winter sports, you know, skiing and
We'll bring you next
snowboarding and
time.
whatnot.
Yeah, it's fun.
We'll give a lesson. Everybody. can
Yeah,
Bring a
it's gonna
helmet.
be it's gonna be
Yeah,
a
bring
challenge.
a
the helmet.
Bring the
Bring a helmet.
But so something interesting that Cooper and I were talking about while we were. Now I will say I loved the ski resort, but I do feel I spent a decent amount of time on the lift rather than going
100%.
down the mountain. Like it was big, it was really big, but it wasn't like it was like fast. So it's like you go up the ski lift and it's probably like 5-6 minutes on the ski lift, and then it's like a two
Yeah, like
2
half
minute
the
like
time.
Right.
like getting down. Like it was really
You ever been to
Really-
Seven Springs?
yeah. I
Which-
love
do you like
Seven
Springs better than that one?
Oh, 100%, 100%.
I've never been.
You never been.
Seven Springs is like I was telling Cooper on the ride back that Seven Springs is like the big like ooh
Yeah,
that's
it's like-
awesome, and then there's like this place which was like okay like this is cool, like I don't mind it, and then there's a little place by my house that has like 2 hills, and it's like you go up and you go down, and it's just like if you want to just like you know have a little cheap going down the hill. I don't know.
Nice little like family get together.
Yeah, just a little something quick if you want to do it on like a school night or something.
That should be the description of the website. Just if you want to have a cheap low thing.
Cheap
little
little
go
thing.
up and down a hill. Go there.
But so I know Kyle and I had said that last week that we wanted to talk about a little bit more some interesting topics, and I know I will preface this right now. Whatever we say, we don't entirely know what we're talking about
great.
with this upcoming. I'm just gonna
I'm
put
an
this.
expert.
Well, yeah,
Don't fact check us.
yeah. But so I would like to just bring this topic to the table, see what you guys think about it. So while Cooper and I were going up and down these ski lifts, we had a little bit of time, and I would get notifications on my phone from this one.
It's like Jonah was a news anchor. He's getting all these live notifications of just what's going on.
It's good to
and
stay
so,
informed.
Yeah, and it's from my favorite news web or page or whatever, where it's called Real News No Bullshit. If you want to stay up to date with like unbiased factual news, I would follow them on Instagram. Like they're pretty cool.
We're not sponsored.
We're not
Not
sponsored,
sponsored.
not sponsored.
Nor
But
affiliated with.
No.
yeah, but
Not
it
at
was
Hit,
just
hit
a
Jonah up for the sponsor though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get
Jonah might be
some
the
bread
number
somehow.
one user in the past like 2 weeks.
Honestly
You
though.
gotta chase the bag somehow.
Yeah, but so I kept getting updates about Ukraine. And so, you know, there's a lot of stuff to unpack that's going on over there. I think that it would be interesting, you know, to hear what you guys think about that, what's going on, if you know anything or can contribute to what you know about it. My eyes have been glued to my phone anytime I get a notification, just because it's so interesting, because we're literally living through history right now.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's, if anything, let's change the topic to we're literally living through history
Our
rather
chapter in the history book.
exactly.
Is happened.
Yeah. Our chapter in the history. Oh, that's a title right there for the
Well, that's interesting because Twig and I were just talking about something similar to that earlier today.
yeah.
We were talking about like this chapter of the history book is probably going to be a pretty long, extensive one.
I think so too.
Because there's just a lot happening all at the same time.
Yeah.
All at the same time.
That's that unit test with just one chapter.
Yeah,
It's
for
not like
real.
a 3-chapter unit test.
This is when you get to this unit in school, your teacher's like, okay, get ready.
Yeah,
Because
it's
it's about to get crazy.
My grandkids will be prepared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Tell them the stories about what's going on.
I know, but so much is happening in the past, or so much has happened in the past like month alone, that it's like, whew, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
So I feel like everyone listening probably has some idea as to what's happening, but just a little bit of backstory. There's a country called Ukraine. There's a country called Russia.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've heard of them once.
Yeah, I think I know
Yeah, it's ringing a bell.
Russia, is pretty interested in Ukraine because they, from what the reports have said, they want to reestablish the Soviet Union, which is pretty crazy. Apparently, there was a
Cray-cray.
gas
Pretty bad.
line going through that was going to be rerouted through Ukraine. That was supposedly going to cost Russia like $2 billion, like some astronomical large amount of money that they were going to have to be paying to export it through Ukraine. And so all these different things, and then Ukraine wanted to become a NATO country, which is like how all these countries are all together, and if they get attacked, then
Besides-
every single
besides
country
Russia.
is going to attack the
Yeah.
country that attacked them.
Besides Russia and China. Something
Yeah,
like that.
literally, yeah, yeah.
And North Korea.
Yeah, and then
They
every
say
other
it, yeah,
country.
All the
that's-
loose cannons, man. Just all the loose
All the
cannons.
countries that are up there with the United States.
Yeah.
But so Russia doesn't want that to be like on their border, which I can understand that. You don't want your enemies to be like setting up shop right outside. But then that's what Russia
It
was
doesn't
doing.
make sense because of like the whole of England, like all like the England countries,
What do you mean?
like Turkey and all them. They're all NATO too.
Mhm.
They all border Russia as well. Which
Yeah.
didn't make sense about the Ukraine thing. I think it's just an excuse to be like,
Oh yeah, Putin's crazy. Yeah, he just wants. There's a bunch of oil. There's a bunch of guns, and he just wants to go
And there's a
after
bunch
them.
of Russians.
And yeah, that's true. A lot of Ukraine is Russians.
That is also true. That is also true. But so it's pretty crazy. And so we saw Russia stacking up all their troops right outside Ukraine, and then we saw last week they literally invaded. Like
Yup, sure did.
people in Ukraine woke up and it was like, oh shit, they're here.
Good morning.
Like, damn.
Good morning. Say it in Russian.
reminds me of
Yeah.
God.
But so we're living through history. So what's your hot take on what's going on right now? We'll start, Kyle. What do you think?
Well, I just wanted to say that, like, yeah, we are living through history. I feel like I've been hearing that so much in the past, like, 2 years, and I'm
Mhm.
sick of it. It's
I don't
exhausting.
wanna live through
It is.
history.
It's exhausting. There's always something happening to be worried about all the time. Although I do think that is sort of like the media's goal is to try to freak us out about things, especially things that happen in
Elsewhere.
places where we have no other way to know about what's going on other
Mhm.
than the news, That's pretty much all I have to say is I'm about sick and
You're done?
tired of
You're done with
of
it?
all of this life-changing events that keep happening.
EJ, what are you thinking?
Whenever a twig comes to history teacher, I'll be in the history books before my parents.
Oh man, that's funny. I mean, it's not ideal. I saw a little graphic on Instagram that said if you were born in this year, this amount of your life, the United States was in war, and I think ours was like just completely filled with just war,
That's
which is crazy.
That's
Work.
wild.
you know? So
I
it's
guess
not
that
ideal.
is
The
true.
Vietnam War,
Yeah,
that's still going on.
the Vietnam War.
All the Middle Eastern activity.
Really?
Yeah, Vietnam War's still going on.
There's no way that
Bullshit,
the
isn't
Vietnam War is still going on. I thought Vietnam won.
One of y'all
Someone-
just made a really bold statement that is
Which
wrong.
war's still going on?
One of y'all is so wrong. I don't know which it is.
Which one's
but-
Not
news
pointing
right
fingers,
now?
Don't.
As I said prior to this, we don't know much.
I don't
Exhibit A.
follow politics. I'm the
Yeah.
next person to ask.
I mean, just
BDO.
basing it off what I've seen from like Jonah's phone.
From what I was
That's like that's like usually my main news source right now.
Sure,
I don't
yeah.
watch the news like that, but
Yeah.
seems like Ukraine's doing a lot better than
That's what I
everyone
was
expected.
gonna say. Yeah, they're
That
standing-
or, like,
yeah.
There's just no Russian news right now.
Well,
Maybe we're just not
You saw
reporting
like
on that.
you seen the video of like all the Russian stuff is like all empty now because Russian troops are like backing out of it.
Yeah, like
something like that.
we saw some pretty graphic videos and photos of just
mean,
like
yeah.
Russian convoys getting ambushed,
Crazy, like
but like nothing of
We
like
sent-
Ukraine.
We sent over 7,000 from Germany, right?
like
Ah.
people.
Yeah.
I think no. I think
don't-
we sent 7,000 to a country like neighboring Ukraine
I don't
in
think
case
they're in
in case
Ukraine.
Russia was
I
to
know we
like
sent
go
7,000
outside of
before.
Ukraine. That there's be like, okay, whoa.
Hey, stop.
But
Halt.
besides
Get
that, there's
Don't do
no. Although I will say, what is interesting, there is no like U.S. involvement really, because like Russia was like, yo, don't get yourself involved, or like we're gonna nuke you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like yeah, and technically the U.S. really can't, because again, Ukraine isn't a NATO country. I mean, they could, but then it's like, there's World War III happening. But they can send supplies and all that stuff, whatever. You see that happening with all these different countries doing that. But what I saw was that the president of Ukraine, I want to say it's President Zelensky or something like that,
Something like that. Yeah.
was like announcing to the world, he was like, yo, listen, I'm putting together like it sounds like the Suicide Squad or something.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm putting together like a
Avengers.
crazy task force of any foreigner that wants to come fight for Ukraine.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you can literally be like, you know what? Hey, yo, President Zelensky, I'm pulling up. And
automatic
go
guns.
and you can go and fight. Like, that's kind of
I
crazy.
wonder
And
how qualified you gotta be.
Well,
You
you saw
don't.
that. You
You
see
don't.
the two.
Yeah,
UFC
probably
fighters.
not very
You saw the
qualified.
two. You saw the two UFC fighters go fight, right?
One of them is a mayor in Ukraine.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he
I
was
saw that two UFC
boxer.
fighters or boxers, whatever they were.
like the
they went to go
heavyweight
f-
champion.
Yeah,
I saw
something
him
like that.
And like
Crazy.
you see the Pitt professor that's from Ukraine that was talking about.
I mean, it is kind of nice, when you can be like, I need people to come and help, and
Yeah.
people will
people
actually
help,
come and
yeah.
help.
Well, that's what I saw. Is I saw that there was a couple retired, like special force U.S. veterans or something like that, and then like I think like a German and another country, like they got together. They like just formed a group, and they're like, we're coming, and so like apparently they're like going to join too. But so let me. What do you think of this? Would you go? If you were given the opportunity, would you go?
I think it depends on like the situation going on right now.
Let's say it's right now. It's just
Right
now.
now?
You as you right now. Are you gonna say someone like? I'm not gonna say like the president reaches out to you, but let's
Like
say
draft
like you,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like let's say it's like, hey, we're offering you to come and fight right now. Yes or no? What's your choice?
well,
Anybody want
I
to
feel like with
be first taker?
with possible incentives, if I can't, I mean, I'm
What's the incentive though? The incentive really is
just like helping.
helping.
Yeah,
Because
the
what are they
incentive
gonna
is,
do?
Like,
They're
you are
literally
you
like,
are doing the right thing.
Probably not, honestly. Just because like I don't feel like
out of all
I
people,
don't feel like I
would-
need to.
Coop,
I
I
don't-
expected you to say yes out of all people.
Just realistically, I don't feel like I should sacrifice my life for a problem that
Isn't ours?
isn't like doesn't really affect me
I mean, it makes
like that.
sense.
Okay.
Like, but unless World
I
War
mean,
III like, let's take it back to like our grandparents and great grandparents. Once World War II started, they said, "All right, let's go."
Mhm.
Yeah. If we're involved, yeah.
My great grandfather was 16, and he said that he was 18. Like he lied. Saying
Well,
he was young.
I think that's different only because it was the United States at war. So then
Yeah.
that's your
'Cause
nationalism, and
that's
you're
after
like,
Pearl Harbor.
what's
Mm.
happening? This is my country. I gotta defend my country. But when it's not your country and it's just someone else, it's like, that sucks. But
It's not.
like I got stuff to do here.
We also,
Like,
yeah.
it's not only protecting your own country, it's protecting their interests, and we have relations with that country.
Mhm.
So that would be the whole reason we would be involved.
Mhm.
I mean, whether or not I would go, I mean, I would definitely go.
Yeah.
If I was
If you were
asked.
asked.
Because my thing is, I mean, I can't live in a country where I have my freedoms protected and then not be willing to go and protect other people's freedoms. So,
I respect that a lot. I like that actually.
no, I'm not saying it'd be easy.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm ready for it.
I was saying I'm not qualified for that. I mean,
Well,
I could say
I mean-
I could go, but
Yeah. Well, is anyone qualified for that? I mean,
Well-
they're having people age 16 to 60
Yeah.
fighting right now. Or you can't leave. You have to stay.
I
That's
mean,
crazy.
yeah, it gets to a certain point where it's not about qualifications.
Right.
It's
Can
about
you hold
can
the
you
gun
pull
and
a trigger and
yeah.
kill someone.
but
fight.
but we would send our most qualified people
Right.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally,
I mean-
I would go because I just have family members and friends that are in the military. But
Mhm.
like with all my heart disease and stuff like that, I personally
You wouldn't be.
I'm not
You
gonna
wouldn't be
go.
able to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kyle.
Honestly, I feel kind of the same way as Twig. Like, if it was a draft situation, like somebody came knocking on my door and was like,
But what if you had the choice? It's not like a You
Yeah, I
have
would
to
choose
come.
you.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's more
choice.
like you can
If I had the
volunteer.
choice, I probably wouldn't go.
I would say
Wouldn't?
Kyle. I couldn't
I'm not a.
Dang.
I'm a lover, not a
I'm lonely.
fighter.
I'm going by myself.
I would try. I would maybe try to figure out other ways I could help, but honestly, I just don't think my talents are best used on a battlefield. Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna last
That
very
is a
long.
fair assessment.
If
I
I
mean,
can,
The most good I'd be able to do would be like cannon fodder. Like put me in with the guys that you're sending off to be like a trap or something.
Yo, what position y'all playing?
What position?
I'm trying to be a fighter jet pilot. Then I might
Yeah.
go.
I would be
They
ex-
offered to train me like that. Hunt
Wait,
maybe.
didn't you and I have this conversation?
feel like I could.
You
I might
was-
be too big.
I think we've all had these conversations jokingly before.
Yeah.
Oh no, like how,
Stick us
how
all in
I
the
would be
tank.
like a sniper or something.
Yeah.
Stick us all in the
Sniper.
tank.
100%.
I want to be a medic.
I'm at it.
Yeah, I think medics. Well, like I mean, you can die, but I think you're supposed to like be like.
You could also be like a flight medic too.
Yeah, it's. I'm pretty sure it's against the Geneva Convention to attack medics.
History.
I think. I think. Might be
Interesting.
wrong, but I
Check it.
think.
Yeah,
Someone's gonna fact check us.
Yeah,
I know.
There's
We're-
so
we're gonna
much.
be
There's so much
literally-
information.
I'm talking about this
that
news
has been
page.
I
said
that-
actually,
that-
if that's true, I had no idea about that. Wow.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure.
the more you know.
I've heard of it.
Question
I
The
don't
more
know.
you probably know.
Maybe no. I don't know.
Sounded right.
So maybe Kyle is going. Jonah, you
Confident.
going? Did you answer?
Wait a minute.
I didn't answer. I didn't
Let's hear
answer.
Jonah's. Maybe I'll
I
have a
think-
teammate.
Dang. I mean, it's a very difficult decision. I mean, I probably before what you said, Tyler, I was like, yeah, probably not. Like, I don't know. It's just that's such a difficult decision to just completely uproot your life and go and fight, like literal war.
Well,
Like,
I
we're
mean,
talking,
that's why the people that do it are heroes.
Yeah.
Because it's not an easy decision. It's not easy to say yes, but I think pretty arguably it is the right thing to do.
I agree. I do think it's the right thing to do, and I do think that it's important that like, if you have the ability as well as the like, courage to do that and like stand up for other people's freedoms, that is what is like probably one of the most important things in the world.
Yeah.
That's character stuff. That's literally like I am blessed to be able to live this life of freedom. Why can't other people have that? And should I go and protect other people's? I mean, morally, yeah, 100%. If you are able to do that, I think, yeah. Now, if I'm given the choice, I think I'd have to weigh out like, well, what am I doing? Am I front lines, like, really in the thick of it? Am I, in the bomber going and just like trying to? Am I the medic? Am I the ammunitions guy? Am I the drone flyer? Like, what am I doing? If I'm the drone flyer, yeah.
Give
Come
Jonah
on.
the joystick. Give him the
Yeah,
joystick.
give me the UAV, the everything. I'm flying. Give me the cruise missile.
Just-
I will
just a
I
Call of
will
Duty.
I will cruise the missile so well.
Since you guys run the podcast, maybe they'll let you like commentate or something.
Yeah. Well,
Live
yes.
news.
RTX
Live,
fam.
live news.
Be the
Live
war
streaming.
radio.
Well, that's another thing that's kind of crazy too with the living in an age of war where it's so like right now is that I mean, we joke about live streaming the war, but people are literally live streaming them on the battlefield.
yeah.
Like my sister sent me a TikTok live stream link last week or something, and it was someone in Russia protesting because there's people
Oh,
in
no,
Russia.
Yeah, there's a lot of protests
Yeah, they're
going on.
protesting, and Russia is shutting it down. They're like,
They
no,
arrested-
no, 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 no,
they
no, no.
arrested like 6,000 people like yesterday.
Yeah.
For the
That's
protest.
crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
6,000 people they arrested for just protesting.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I read it
Crazy.
On, what was it? I think it was NBC.
That's crazy, and then that's another thing showing you the freedoms. Is
It
they
reminds
literally,
you of what we have. and what
yeah,
we should be
it's
grateful for.
exactly. It does show you that we can gather on. I mean, just today I got a notification that, or maybe it was yesterday, that downtown they had people protesting in support of Ukraine.
Yeah, I believe that was yesterday.
And so it's like we can do that here. People do. We protest all the time about everything. It doesn't even have to be an important topic or anything important. People will protest about it if they can protest about it.
Right.
And that's what's awesome about living here. You're in Russia, man. Nah, you're getting your hair pulled. Kyle's the KGB
Yeah.
pulling the hair and get in the truck. Yeah.
KGB for,
Like it's crazy.
We got away with storming the Capitol a couple years ago.
Storming the Capitol.
Yeah.
That's like what?
Yeah,
In Russia,
no,
they're getting arrested for protesting.
for
but
literally
we
being like,
stormed
hey
the
guys, I
Capitol.
don't think it's right that we are invading this country. Like that does give you like that.
It's a
look.
culture shock.
Yeah,
it is
it's
a culture
it's
shock.
perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Puts things in perspective real nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I think that's pretty nice. So, if you did go, who would you be? What would you be doing?
Yeah, what's your story? What's your war story?
My war story.
Yeah, like
You
who
mean-
are you? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to
Build
roll
your
with?
character.
Mine would
Like,
try to be like the American Sniper, really.
mhm.
I love that. I love the movie. I love the story. I love the story behind it, and I honestly, this might sound nerdy, but like playing video games and be able to like use a sniper. That's always like my
It's
go-to.
fun.
It's my
It
it's
is.
my go-to gun
It's his
every single game.
experience.
Yeah, it's
hard.
credentials. I will say,
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't-
being a sniper is
I-
hard because it's like
I don't want to sound like American white boy, but like I feel like that's like my
That-
go-to.
your go-to.
And-
Snipers are they're just badass.
They
Yeah,
are.
That's what
It's
that's
like
They
what
are
I-
badass.
You don't need to waste a whole mag. You could one shot. It's over with.
Yeah, but I think that's another thing with being a sniper is like you have to be
Mag consistent.
disconnected from that. I mean, I feel like that's a lot with just being a soldier too. You have
Yeah.
to be like
Yeah.
kind of distance yourself from what you're doing.
But like most snipers, they're by themselves. They don't have a
No, they usually have a guy watching them. But yeah,
Yeah,
you're
but-
right. Once they get stormed, they know that they're going.
yeah.
out.
They're no
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's either they're either by themselves or like they don't make it out. They didn't make it out.
And that's what sucks. I think that's like, I don't know. That's
But you could be the hero. You could be the villain. It doesn't really matter which
yeah,
way you see it. People see it.
yeah.
A lot of pressure too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because if you
A
don't
lot of
like
it.
they
Yeah.
always say hit the shot, and if you don't hit it,
That could be the life or death of a team that you're supposed to be, protecting. I mean, we're
Right.
seeing. Cooper was just talking about how we're seeing like videos of like the Ukrainian like military. They'll have like squads like
Crazy.
ambushing the Russians, and we saw a video of literally like Russian tank and like a squad going down the road just chilling, and then out of nowhere, it's literally surrounded, gunfire, and they're like, "What's going on?" Like it, like you can make the joke like, "Oh, it's crazy," but then it's like if you look at the
real.
brass
Yeah, it's
tacks, like,
real.
"Oh my, I would shit my pants."
Yeah, it's probably
I
scary.
would like, I'd hear that gunshot and be like, "Oh my gosh!"
There's like the videos of the missiles, some
Yeah.
jets shooting missiles
well, I
into a
heard
building.
that was fake. I
That
heard
was
from
fake?
2014. Yeah.
Really?
Hmm.
I think-
I read somewhere that it was
Interesting.
fake and it's from like 2014.
Fake news.
Still happens though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Still
Even if
ha-
it's fake,
crazy that still happened, but it's
That's
like,
just
I read
that's-
somewhere that it was fake.
Yeah.
Well, you can. Besides that video, you can see the videos of cruise missiles going,
Yeah.
literally being controlled in the air, and then
like
hitting their target.
Ukraine night sky like just lighting up.
lighting
like
up pitch
4th of
black and then
July.
lighting up with gunfire. Like that's crazy. That's so wild. Kyle, what's your person?
I don't know. I'd like to be a leader of some sort.
Yeah, like the Master Chief. type?
Realistically, they'd probably stick me in with like Messenger.
Messenger.
Yeah,
the
like-
radio guy.
Like go,
That's honestly a very
either
important
that,
job.
like
Sending the
either
kids.
that, or like here to take this letter across no man's land,
You'd be
and
like,
I have to like run around with it in my hand.
don't hit me!
Don't shoot me.
Don't hit me!
Just tweet it, bro. They'll get
Just
that.
tweet it.
It's like
You should slide cancel in real life.
Slide cancel. Yeah.
Oh man.
That's like what's the movie? 1917, right?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
they have
Yeah,
to
that'd
deliver
be
the
that'd be
message
me.
on
I'd just
you.
running around with notes to people. Except I would read all the notes before.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You'd like
What's
put it back
the-
together.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
Andrew Garfield movie.
That Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw
He
Ridge.
was he was
That's
a
a great one.
medic, I think.
Medic, yeah. Kyle could be the.
I could be a
I think
medic
Kyle-
too.
yeah.
I'm not.
I
I'm
could
not
see
too. I'm not too like
Andrew
grossed out by
Garfield
like
playing
blood or body parts or anything. So like,
you. I can see Andrew Garfield playing you.
nah.
No.
No,
I
I think
disagree.
like Queen Latifah.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah. maybe
That'd be
maybe
perfect.
like Will Smith.
Mm.
Will Smith.
For
I
sure.
like that. I like that. I think
I don't know. I really don't know.
No?
Go ahead.
I mean, there's a lot of options.
Yeah.
Maybe a boat. I would also like to drive a boat.
Mm.
That's
drive a boat.
whenever.
I'm trying-
Whenever they can get me to it.
Whatever they got
Correct.
available.
Yeah, whenever I can get to it. When I have time.
definitely trying to be like the gunner in like a Humvee or something.
Oh,
Give me an
yeah.
LMG. I feel like I'm too big to be like
Nah,
a fighter jet.
I know who Coop is.
pilot.
Coop's got the RPG on his shoulder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give me
he
some.
does.
Give me just a large weapon, and just let me go to work.
Big old flamethrower.
Yeah.
Coop's he's got the turret. Like
Yeah.
in Halo where he's walking all slow. That's what
That's me.
Cooper is.
Telling you, man. Just picture all of us in a tank bumping Fortunate Son.
I don't think I could fit for real. Thinking about it, me and
Nah,
Joe might
you
be cramped
could.
up in there.
Nah,
Nah,
you could.
Twig could be the driver.
I think
I
it's
see him drive
spacious on the
already.
inside of a tank.
I'm a pretty good driver.
Twig's the driver, 100%.
I feel
I don't know. It's a
driving
tank, man.
Yeah, driving a tank would be hard.
You
I
know,
feel.
I feel like you
Nah,
don't gotta be a
they
good
go
driver.
slow.
You
It's not
can't
that much
even
different
see.
than a forklift.
Yeah.
And it's not like you have to like maneuver
And then-
things. It's a tank. You just go over it.
Actually,
Actually,
be at the top. Just
He's in. Are
Yeah.
you? Are you?
I'll be in the
gunner?
little. I'll be in the little gun.
just Kyle's head's peeking out.
Yeah, just in my head.
What's that?
I go. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. Turn around.
right.
Yeah.
I actually saw a video, either if it was Russian or Ukraine, don't know, but it was a tank. I would say like 10 to 15 troops sitting on top, but they crashed. Like they ran into a ditch and crashed, and like all of them fell off. They were like yelling at each other,
Just pissed
just
off.
like so angry. Like they were like, I'm gonna kill you for crashing this, all this stuff. It's like just beef within their own army.
Yeah.
Had to
I
be
mean,
Just like, so I guess maybe.
I mean, what are you gonna do though? Because you're getting in trouble if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
if you're
You get
you
the
know
tank stuck.
commanding
Get the tank
officer
stuck.
finds out that you got a tank stuck. Like you're
you gotta
in
call
it.
in, and be like, yo, I got a
Your
tank
ass
stuck
is
in a
grass.
ditch.
You know.
That's like 20,000 push-ups right there.
Ran the tank off.
20. No, I think they're
Uh,
just gonna take you to the gulag. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
honestly.
you get arrested
The
until the
cop
war is
pulls
over.
up,
Yeah.
License and registration.
Like, yeah. How'd you get in the ditch? Man, I had too much vodka.
Long story.
Vodka.
Vodka, too much vodka. It's
How'd you get in the
crazy.
ditch? This thing is actually really hard to drive.
Yeah. you all didn't
That's
even
how
How do
teach
you
me how to
drive tanks? Does it have a steering wheel?
No, I think it's
No,
like levers where
it's
it's
like
like
how
you
you-
push
it's like how you
forward,
drive
just
an
like to move the right
Like,
thing.
I was
it's
thinking
I
like
feel like they
plane.
probably-
helicopter, kind of.
Like a joystick.
No, I think it's
Yeah,
literally
it's more
like
like
you
a-
have
pretty
two
sure it's more
things
like
and
a
it's like
joystick.
moving back and
Power
forth like
steering.
Yeah, it
that,
is.
and it's like
One of
both
them
of them
goes
forwards,
forward.
both of them back is back.
Probably.
Like left one forward is like the left one turning, like.
Nah,
that,
I don't think
or
it's
moving.
that. I
Oh.
think it's a bunch of strings.
It's like driving those cars.
Which
at
one
the,
is it?
like
Which
in
one is
like in the Polar Express
Yeah.
where they're like shoveling coal. It's like
It's like
that.
Trying to
huge
stop it with-
inside. It's like the Harry Potter tent.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like you think it'd be cramped, but you're
Yeah.
actually like,
You get in the
Ugh.
tent, they got like a fireplace.
yeah, it's
The
it's
living
actually
room
cozy.
chair.
You know,
It's
they
like
got the bear like fur
Oh,
on the
yeah.
on the ground.
They got a whole microwave oven,
they got the
Fridge.
stove.
walk-in freezer.
Vodka.
2-bedroom, 2.5 bath.
It's nice.
No, like that's why they're so upset when they get us stuck in the ditch. Like,
Yeah.
bro, do you know how much this costs?
It's basically a house.
Yeah. We're living here, bro. So,
Imagine getting your house stuck in a ditch. That'd suck.
that would suck. I would.
How do
be
you
so
how you
upset.
get a
What?
tank out?
You
Another
haven't
one?
done that yet?
Nah, not
Another
yet.
tank gets the tank out, but then that tank
I
gets
got
stuck.
you. A Ukraine.
This guy.
Damn.
All right.
Insert badumts sound. We'll do it in post.
Fix
Yeah,
it in
right there.
post.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fix it in post.
Off topic. How did the temperature go up 4 degrees? Since
I was
you've been
thinking
saying
about
it?
that.
I don't know.
It's just
I
got
turned
hotter
it,
in
I
here.
turned it
'Cause, like,
down.
Yeah,
I
it
had
went
this
up.
hoodie on and I was like, I'm sweating over
Started-
here.
Yeah,
I
man.
turned it
Feeling the
down.
difference.
take
That's
this off.
funny.
Getting hotter.
I don't know if that's just me or what.
I
but-
think it's because there's 5 grown men
It's because
in
I'm
this tiny
here.
room.
Nah, Twix.
Kyle's
Bold of you
always
to
talking
assume.
about himself.
It's because we got a fire conversation going on right
Mm.
now. Ooh, it's hot. It's burning. It's burning.
Can't even touch the table right now.
Ooh. So Twig, did
Uh,
you decide who you'd be or no?
Whatever I was called upon to be. I don't know.
I think you'd be a submarine driver.
I think he'd be.
diver.
I think he'd be on top of the war elephant. This way. Boom. Boom. I think he'd be underwhelmed by how fast the
Comes
Nah,
to
you
it.
see
the
there-
elephant is.
I mean, I'm good at math, so maybe I'll get like a nerdy job. In war.
A sniper.
Night.
I'm telling you. I saw a documentary on YouTube.
Either a driver or a
Snipers do a lot of math. They
That's
do a
true because
lot
they
of
have to
mental
calculate
math.
like the
Yeah.
wind and stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's
the,
Or I could be like a
yeah.
spotter. Just
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
be the,
you. That's what the
Hey,
spotter
hey,
does pretty
we
much.
the-
That's
we
what
the
they're.
duo.
Yeah, but the,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sniper
Yeah.
duo. I like that.
I'm
and
pretty
then
sure
someone's got to protect us.
Nah.
I got you. I got
Ghillie
you. That'll
suit?
be me.
Just
I'll
ghillie
be
suit it
guys
up.
chilling. Like
Ghillie
I'll
suit.
have Netflix up and then I'll.
You know, fun fact: the snipers actually make their own ghillie suits, so you get to make your own. You
What?
get to
Oh,
customize
I
it.
think I saw that. Did you
Really?
see that in the
That'd be awesome.
you
No,
know
I
the
wa-
YouTube
I
channel that has the veterans do the interviews?
I know what you're talking about.
I think
Oh,
I heard that
I
on
saw-
there.
It's like where they talk about like movie scenes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
yeah.
shit.
That's
No,
what
I
it
saw
is.
just a straight up documentary on like sniper school for the United States military. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah,
That's kind of cool. That's like customize your own character type.
but you have to like they took like a test. Like they would sit out. They had to see these targets. They had to do the math, and they'd like write down how far they think the targets are. And if you failed, you were just out of the school.
Wow.
They just kicked you out like that. So like when I was watching, there's like 6 of them, and like 1 guy failed.
That's crazy.
Actually, I think he might have he was allowed to take it one more time, but then it was like after that you're done.
Yeah. Well, that's like that, like the Navy SEAL school and stuff, where it's like they drown you just so you know, like,
Yeah.
what it's like.
They tie you and then they drop you into like a 12-foot pool, 12-foot deep pool.
They say that like 1 Navy SEAL dies in training a week or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you. In training?
Fact
Hell
check me,
no.
but I'm pretty sure that's
That
right.
is crazy.
One
Thank
of
you
our-
for your service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not for me.
So who are we to not go, guys?
Yeah.
That's true. That
I
is
guess.
true.
One of our professors
Yeah,
said, train hard, fight easy.
Train hard,
Mm.
fight easy. That's good.
That is a good point.
But I don't know if, just taking out our own guys like that. Maybe we should train a little less hard.
Yeah, maybe, like,
Yeah,
So-
right. Wait a second.
I
Accidents.
wonder
happen.
how many active
Accidents
military
happen.
members.
Yeah. The
Like that though?
I don't know. That's
If that statistic is right. Don't fact
the
check
one.
Don't
Yeah.
fact check it.
I mean, fact check us, but don't tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't
Fact
say
check
we're wrong.
us, but if we're wrong, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like
your source is fake.
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah. We said in the beginning we don't really know, but
We don't know and we don't want to know.
It's more fun if you just believe what we're saying.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
Hear
Just
me
think
out.
that
Hear me out. We
we're
are
right.
the fake news.
Uh-huh.
Be careful of fake news.
Don't-
It's us.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
don't take your news advice from us.
Right.
Well,
Watch something else.
another thing I saw that was interesting. If you wanted, like, I guess it's not a fact, but it's just an interesting thing to know.
Go ahead.
But the president of Ukraine has been, like, Russian propaganda, all that stuff has been saying, like, he's dead or he's, like, gone or, like, he left, evacuated, and all this stuff. And he posts this video on the internet, like, on Facebook, I think. And it's him and, like, all his, like, homies, like, that work with him, like, on the ground in, like, the capital. Like, yo, like,
Facebook.
literally, like, video, like, we're here still. Keep on fighting, y'all. You got it. Like,
No, he was like he was in like an army vest and everything. Like he was ready to fight too.
I think he.
Because I read something like, United States president wouldn't do that at all. Like none of their presidents.
I
would
mean,
do
yeah, no offense, but I mean, it is facts. I do not think. No, I know
all
for
our
a
presidents-
fact,
all our
Joe
presidents
Biden
He's
would
too
not
old.
be on. Oh, he would not be
He's
in
too
the
old.
war.
No,
he would
nah,
not be
he
fighting with
would,
his
he
country.
would.
No,
president-
he'd be walking around like, where am I?
No president in the past probably 15, 20 years would go.
Well, I mean, I don't think the president. I mean, and I do
don't
think
think
it's
they
a little different because they are invading his country.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like if
No, but,
someone
like-
was invading the United States, like I think depending on who it was, like.
When was the last president that was like a war hero? Like
I
that
don't
was
know it off
actually,
the top of my head, but I know there's been some
I-
generals.
yeah.
that
yeah,
were
Yeah.
like
president.
when's the last general that was actually like?
It's probably been a while. I
Oh,
think.
like it's
See,
been.
this
a
is why we
hot
need
minute.
someone like on the computer, like looking it up and like, it's
Yeah.
this, it's this.
Yeah, we need the guy in the back.
Yeah.
See him, just hear him.
The man.
Where's
the guy on
Where's
the computer.
Tegan? Shout out.
Yeah,
Tegan.
shout out Tegan, media manager. Not doing so hot right now, Tegan. No, I'm kidding.
Media manager for now.
She's in Tennessee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's in Tennessee.
Shout
Shout
out
out
Tegan.
Tegan.
No, shout out Alex.
Shout out Alex. And shout out the whole gang that's in Tennessee and Canada right now, I guess.
But you see,
Someone
Bova
shout
got
out
that signed
Bova.
jersey.
Yeah, Bova did get a signed jersey. That's awesome.
I don't know how he knows nothing about basketball, but he's.
I thought it was
some-
hockey.
No, it was basketball. Toronto
Really?
Raptors.
Oh. See, I don't even know anything
Yeah.
about that.
I guess he was
He
walking
sent me a
outside the
video.
stadium, and he's like, "You want?" They're like, "Do you want to do an interview?" And then if you get them all right, you receive a jersey, signed jersey. He knows nothing about basketball.
I guess he knows something.
It's the
A little
Toronto
something.
Raptors out of all teams. Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool, though.
Interesting that they chose this administration to go invade Ukraine, though, eh?
I mean, hey, let's put it out there on the table. I think it is pretty interesting. I think it was going to happen no matter what. You know, I think regardless of whatever.
He's been talking about it for a while though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
was
since
20
before
2014?
Obama, I think. I
Since
think it was before
2014.
Obama.
2014 last. I think that's what I read.
That's probably like the latest.
Yeah.
I do think that this current administration, again, everyone that's listening, we're not like, I don't want you to like try and get upset about anything. We're just talking here.
We're 20 years old.
I just want to plate
Everyone
that.
can-
I just want to keep
Yes.
emphasizing that because I don't want anyone listening to get upset or anything. I mean, of course, you have the right to be upset about whatever we're talking about, but like, we're just playing with the topic, seeing what comes of the conversation. I think that's what we need in today's
We're
society.
just a group of young men navigating the world.
We're
Okay.
having
Exactly.
What do we know?
Okay.
Exactly.
We're
What do we
having
know?
fun.
Nothing. What are we trying to figure out?
Everything.
Everything. And it's,
So-
it's difficult. Okay.
Exactly. So
Especially
let's
right
talk
now.
about it. Why do
Put
we
that on
think,
a
you know, the current administration, why was it this administration that it was, you know, Putin invaded another country, almost starting, like, it could very well escalate to World War III if it continues to get worse. I mean, I think we've seen in the past, we've had,
I just don't think it will get worse though.
I don't
think it
see
will.
where
I don't-
Well, I guess they're in. I guess
I
they're
don't-
in.
yeah.
They're in negotiation right now.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, like it's bad. I'm not trying to say that to discredit the experience that anybody is having anywhere in the world. Like it's bad.
oh, yeah,
Right.
oh, yeah, 100%.
But
However,
guess-
I don't think it'll get to the point where it really affects us directly because I mean, like we're just the whole world, even the countries that are a little bit behind in the U.S. like. It's different. You can't just invade countries anymore. Like that's
Mhm.
not how it works.
Well, I
Nobody's
guess
just gonna stand by
what's
and let
funny
you invade
was,
anywhere. You know.
China even told Russia to stop like invading, even though China is invading
No.
someone right now.
No, China did not.
China
did not.
China
say
wants
China
this to
didn't?
happen.
Yeah, China
100%.
does want it to happen. They specifically opted out of voting to condemn Russia simply because they want Russia to support them when they invade Taiwan.
Okay, that's who they're invading.
In this
yeah.
in this situation, we got the two biggest economies is the United States and China, and we're not buying anything from Russia right now. So who do they need?
Yeah.
China,
Yeah. So it's like, it's this whole,
and China knows that, so they'll take
Mhm.
advantage of it.
Side.
It's
So-
just gonna be an all-out brawl at some point.
I think it could get worse. I think it could just end. I mean, it's a,
All there's
Whole-
all, like another 9/11 or Pearl Harbor or something like that, where it's just
I honestly don't foresee that happening, but I mean, you know, anything can happen.
one of my best friends in South Korea right now, so like
I feel like if it
that's
was
why I was like, if some shit happens, it's like he's over there.
Yeah, one of my friends, he's still in the country, but he's a Navy medic, and he's like, I mean, I feel like anyone that's in the military right now is worried
Mhm.
because
yeah.
they're like, damn, like this is really happening. Because I mean, I feel like a lot of people join the military not expecting they're gonna go to war.
Well, most of them are in the
Right.
reserves too.
Yeah,
It's like
I was almost
most-
in the reserves.
Most of them are here. Devin's in
No.
no,
no.
he didn't end up doing it for some reason. I don't remember, but
Hmm.
No, my one friend's in the reserves right now that I play hockey and soccer with,
Oh, that's cool.
and then my other friend, he's in the Marines right now. He's at boot camp.
Yeah.
Which reiterates the likelihood of us ever actually being faced with
Yeah.
the
Right.
With a
choice to
draft.
go.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'd
I
say-
think.
it comes a time for like World War III. I think it would take a while for
Yeah.
everyone
It's
to
gonna
really
be-
get
It's
into
gonna
it.
be a few years
Mhm.
before it actually like if
I would be
it
surprised.
eventually does happen.
Yeah,
We'll have a new president by then and everything. So
Hmm. I think
Potentially.
something
Potentially.
that potentially. Well, so what my dad was saying something this past weekend, again, shout out Yoder.
Yoder.
But I mean, if you look from, and again, I'm not seeing both sides of it because it's Russia and Ukraine. I mean, you can really only get, everything's propaganda right now. Everything's propaganda.
Yep.
I mean, I think you can get a more reliable source from Ukraine because they're the ones being attacked. Obviously, they're probably going to say things to like boost morale, you know.
Right.
But from what I've been seeing, like, Russia's like, you would think they would have taken Ukraine already, and they haven't. Ukraine's holding their own pretty well for, I mean,
Well,
everything that's
they already
going on.
took, didn't they already take the capital and the?
They haven't
they
taken the
took-
capital
Well, they
yet.
took the main airport and Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, I feel like once you get the capital, that's a little different. But like they've been like bombing the capital, all this stuff, and they're still like getting all these videos that I was showing Cooper and that I was seeing is all of Russian like troops, Russian convoys that have gotten just obliterated. And I'm sure there's
Well,
videos of Ukrainians that
That's
are like
probably
that too.
because people don't like Russia,
Yeah.
Right.
Also
That's
the-
true.
also
and
the-
nobody's like Ukraine's bad.
Yeah.
You know, are they?
You know,
I don't
yeah, there's
know.
all sorts of stuff.
I don't
that's-
know, but-
Yeah.
All right. So closing thoughts. We'll go around. Are we worried? Are we worried about World War III? What's going through our heads right now? Jonah, go ahead. You start.
No, I wouldn't say you should be worried about World War III. I think that's if it were to happen, it's years in the future. Because right now this is just a world power invading a smaller country that really just wants to have other world powers backing it. I can understand that. I can see why you would want that with your neighboring country being Russia. But I think it's either going to end with Ukraine being taken or Russia backing down and them coming to an agreement of like, listen, you can't have NATO here. Okay, fine. Get out.
I agree. Cooper, what about you?
I don't think anytime soon there's gonna be a war. I'd say maybe keep it on the back burner, possibly.
Just in case.
Could happen.
Be ready for it. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, there's technically a war.
I mean,
mean,
well,
yeah.
but like involving us
World-
no,
as of right
practically
now.
World
100%
war.
Yeah, I got it.
There is a
I got
war
you.
happening.
There's a
but
war.
the
It's
world
not
war.
the war. The world
The
hasn't
world
gotten
war.
involved yet.
Yeah.
It's just a couple. But yeah.
Twig.
Am I worried in general or worried about World War III?
Let's say both, because I have been talking to people ever since it was announced that Russia did like officially declare war. People here have been like concerned, whether that be justified. I don't
You also
know,
have to remember what school we
because
go
I
to.
don't think most of the people that are concerned, like truly concerned, have
All the facts.
all the like. But I do think that it is just like a scary topic.
It's a very anxiety-inducing event.
Yeah,
However,
and I
do I
think everybody's suffering over
Yeah.
that.
And do I think there's going to be any any real worry of anything happening to anyone here? Absolutely not. I think, I was talking to someone the other day who was like having a lot of anxiety about this. I was like, listen, like there's no way that Russia is going to at all be coming to the United States. I mean, doing that is literally like a death sentence for
It is.
for really anyone. And cuz it's like we're seeing how Russia is right now with Ukraine. They haven't taken this tiny country the size of Texas.
And
Yeah.
They're supposed to be like the
What are they
powerhouse
like?
of the world.
Yeah. And
So
it's
what do
like-
you think, Twig?
Well, I don't know if World War III is upon us or not. I don't know if Russia would step down. I think that somebody would step in. I don't think it'd be us, considering we're the farthest away from them.
Mhm.
Right.
Although it is possible, I suppose. But in general, I don't think our country's in a good position for there to be a big economic crisis going on and
Mhm.
all this going on with trades.
Mhm.
So, it's going to affect us whether or not we get involved, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
How much? I don't know. I mean, there's news sources that are putting all this economic blame on this war when we've had inflation rising for a while.
Mhm.
Gas prices have been going up.
Mhm.
So, I don't think it's good, but I don't think anyone here has to worry about a Russian showing up at their doorstep.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. What
I-
about you,
yeah.
EJ?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be invasion anytime soon. Like any video game that you see every
Yeah.
now and then.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anyone's gonna get drafted. For how much I think people want us to get involved, I don't think we should,
Mhm.
especially since Ukraine's not part of NATO. And if they are a part of NATO, maybe we can send like maybe a few, not like we've seen what Russia's gonna do. They haven't done anything yet. Like I don't want to say anything yet, but like that, 'cause that sounds harsh. And significantly to take Ukraine, because I feel like if they wanted to, they would have already.
Yeah,
but-
I think
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree. I
Right.
think overall, relax. Everything will be fine. For us, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't want to sound
figure out-
insensitive, but
Relax. Don't be worried about how it's going to affect you and your day to day, because at least for a little while, it's not.
Mhm.
Instead, if you are going to worry, choose to worry about the people that are actually there, that are actually
Mhm.
living through this, that actually do need your help.
There's
Mhm.
ways
I'm sure
to
there's
support,
plenty.
too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm sure there's plenty of articles you can find online if you do more than like a second of research
Yeah.
into it, where you can actually help.
you can
out.
get some of the facts. You can find GoFundMe's. You can find charities. You can find people that are going and helping. I saw Airbnb is having people stay for free, like refugees and stuff. So there's
Interesting.
people helping. There's lots of stuff happening. So
Yeah.
I think that if you are worried, you can be worried, but don't let it like overtake your everyday life.
Right.
and don't just be worried and just be worried.
Yeah.
If you're worried for a reason. Help out.
Yeah, exactly.
Period.
Give them a thought, give them a prayer,
Yeah,
Maybe,
exactly.
donate what you can to
Mhm.
the right things.
Yeah.
not
Yeah, do your
scams.
research.
Pay
Yeah.
attention to what you're putting your money into, because there's been a lot of scams involving GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Mm.
I might have a few of those, but we ain't gonna get on that topic.
Don't send it to anybody named EJ.
Yeah.
Well said.
And I mean, just try and relax, listen to some BDF, and, you know, my name's Jonah Hartman,
And my name is Kyle Worrell.
and this,
Is BDF.
that was so, no, BDF, say this is BDF, give him some energy.
Man. This BDF.
This BDF. We signing off right now.
I think
We
that's-
out.
Bros,
yeah,
dudes,
good for kidding.
We out.
family.